It's go time. We got all the most important people here. Well, we're Sloughgrass, and we're going to go here as soon as Christine is ready.
Washington Station, and this is how it ran. That brave engineer, that run old 97, is laid down in Danville dead. So all you ladies, you better take their warning from this time on and learn. Never speak harsh words to your true love and husband, he may leave you and never return.
Yeah, you brought our biggest fan. Done laid around, done stayed around, this old time so long. Summer's almost gone and winter's coming on. Done laid around, done played around, this old town so long, and I feel like I gotta belong. Papa writes to Johnny, Johnny can't come home. Johnny can't come home, boys, Johnny can't come home. Papa writes to Johnny, Johnny can't come home, for he's been on the chain gang too long. Done laid around, done stayed around, this old town's so long. Summer's almost gone and winter's coming on. Done laid around, done played around, this old town's so long, and I feel like I gotta travel on. Fiddle! I really miss my honey, miss her really bad, miss her really bad, boys, miss her really bad. Really miss my honey, miss her really bad. She's the best gal this poor boy ever had. Done laid around, done stayed around, this old town's so long. Summer's almost gone and winter's coming on. Done laid around, done played around, this old town's so long, and I feel like I gotta travel on. Sheriff and police chasing after me, chasing after me, boys, chasing after me. My sheriff and police chasing after me, and I feel like I gotta travel. This old town's so long, summer's almost gone, and winter's coming on. Done played around, done played around. This old town's so long, and I feel like I gotta travel on. Yes, I feel like I gotta travel on. Thank you. All right, we're gonna do one more here, a little bluegrassy one. We start out with bluegrass and then we'll go downhill. This one's called Little Maggie.
Stands little Maggie with a dram glass in her hand. She's drinking away her trouble and courting another man. Oh, how can I ever stand it just to see them two blue eyes shining in the moonlight like two diamonds in the sky. Blooming, pretty stars were made to shine. Pretty women were made for loving. Little Maggie was made for mine. Last time I saw little Maggie, she was sitting on the banks of the sea with the 44 around her and a banjo on her. Last gold dollar, lay down your gold watch and chain. Little Maggie's gonna dance for Daddy. Listen to that old banjo ring. I'm going down to the station with my suitcase in my hand. I'm going away for to leave you. I'm going to a foreign distant land. I'll give me another woman. You can get you another man. Over yonder stands little Maggie with the dram glass in her hand. She's drinking away her trouble and courting another man.
Thank you. This song here is one that Judith loves me to introduce. See, Judith loves that I introduce all the songs that she writes because I just make up some story about them because she never wanted to talk about them. But this is a song she wrote for Sophia. And we were playing for Rainier Days a few years ago, and it was Sophia's birthday, and she was going to be there with us. And of course, we hadn't bought her anything. And Judith had already written like 3 or 4 songs for Holger. And Sophia was like, hey, maybe Mom's going to write me a song for my birthday. And so she walked out the driveway and she wrote this song. So there's elements of the driveway in there. One, two, three,
25 years ago, I fell in love with a little blue-eyed girl with hair so blonde it shone like gold. I seen the story of your life unfold. I held your tiny hand in mine. Blessed be the tie that binds a heritage with roots strong. souls to keep. This river, it runs cold and deep. Its muddy banks are wide and steep. As the current passes swiftly by, life's memories, sweet lullaby. You've grown aside the tall oak tree, steadfast it stands and reminds me this tree and you have weathered through to now become strong-willed and true. So now take a chance and fly. Live your dreams, don't ever let them die. Like the dragonflies I've seen, your life will shine bright blue and green. Your life will shine bright blue and green. I look with wonder across the fields and see everything I wanted you to be. This piece of earth that stood the test of time, a gentle breeze sings me a rhyme. Yeah, like the daisy and the black-eyed Sue, sweet clover in the morning dew, and like the lady's slippers do. With grace each spring anew. So now take a chance and fly. Live your dreams, don't ever let them die. Like the dragonflies I've seen, your life will shine bright blue and green. Shine bright blue and green. 25 years ago, I fell in love with a little blue-eyed girl with hair so blonde it shone like gold. I seen the story of your life unfold. I seen the story of your life unfold.
Oh, here's another song that Judith wrote. So, Judith and Christine went down to Minneapolis on a little girls' trip, like a sisters tour, last spring, and they, last fall, and they Christine took a banjo class. You'll notice her banjo playing has all these intricate things in it now. And then and Judith took a songwriting class.
That was all there before. What are you talking about?
Oh, anyway, so they went down there and they performed and they did really good and all this stuff, whatever. That's what they said. They had a great time, they said, without Joe and me, I guess. But when they came back, when they were down there, Brian Palmeter came to talk to him or hang out with him. And Brian said to Judith, well, we should write a song about like Coochie or sturgeon or something. So she told me that when she got home. So I thought, man, this is going to be great. And on the way to work, I wrote a song called The Coochie Clay. And then when I was finally ready to show it to the band, Judith says, well, you can't use that name. I already wrote a song called Coochie Clay. And so we both wrote a song called the same thing without knowing, but they're totally different. Maybe we'll do mine later. We do hers first because it's better. But so anyway, this is called Coochie Clay. Not too slow.
Drive that truck down an old dirt road where the ditch grates deep and wide. Hit the gas and you pop the clutch, trying to jump it to the other side. Soon you're off-road, 4-wheel 911. You got no ways to play, 'cause you're stuck in the muck and the sturgeons like that old river bottom, sweat and slick and gray. That fish is stuck in the muck and the mire and the suck of the Coochie clay. Coochie clay. Coochie clay. If you wind up dead and they bury you deep in the depths of the cold, cold ground, they'll break their shovels and they'll break their backs, throwing clods on the graveside mound. You'll never get to heaven, never go to hell. Your soul is there to stay. You're stuck in the muck and the mire and the suck of the Coochie clay. Coochie clay. Coochie clay. From the settler's dream through the years between, this old clay is a part of me. It's stuck to my roots and it's stuck to my boots and it never will rinse free. If you ever move north trying to build your life, that dirt's gonna make you pay. 'Cause it's stuck in the muck and the mire and the suck of the Coochie clay. Coochie clay. Coochie clay. Coochie clay. Coochie clay.
So, not everybody have met Julie yet over here. So, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, we were at the fair in Roseau, and we didn't have a bass player. And Joe was sitting and talking to his parents out there, and I said, "Hey, Joe, don't you play bass? We could use a bass player." And after the show, he came up and he says, "As a matter of fact, bass was my first instrument. I don't have a bass. I haven't played it in years." And I said, "I got to play bass, and we need a bass player in 2 weeks." So he went home, joined the band, had him ever since. Last year at the fair, Julie was sitting out there batting her eyes at him. And so after the show, she come up and talked to him, and then the next show we did, they got engaged, and then the next show we did, they got married, and here they are. So maybe it wasn't quite that fast, but it seems like it was that fast. So Julie Olsen is going to play bass over there now for us, and she plays the viola the other times, and Joe's going to sing this one. What kind of song is it, Joe? Back Home Again. Okay.
There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulders. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away. The whining of his wheels just makes it colder. He's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove. The fire in your eyes, it makes him warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him how you'd spend your time. What's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother called last Friday, sunshine made her cry. You felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. And all the time that I can lay this tired old body down and feel your fingers feather soft upon me. The kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness that living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. The little things that make a house a home, like a fire softly burning, suppered on the stove. The light in your eyes that makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. And hey, it's good to be back home again. Said, hey, it's good to be back home again. Thank you.
Hey, Joe. Did you hear there's a rumor going around?
Rumor? What rumor?
It's about butter, but I'm not going to spread it. Nobody got it.
Put up
Nobody understood him say butter.
Butter.
butter. It's about butter. Ain't gonna spread that.
It's about butter, but I'm not going to spread it. I've been around for a long time. You guys should get me by now.
I'd red, I'd a green, prettiest girl I'd ever seen. I'd a red, lives in town, weighs 340 pounds. I'd a red, I'm just raised out. I'd a red, I'm just raised out. I'd a red. Light twilight fire in the gray clock on the message kindling. Birds in the window, snow and light. Father's visit Sunday night. I'd a red, I'm just raised out. I'd a red, I'm just raised out. I'd a red. Lamp shaped picture on the wall. Blah, 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 blah. I'd a red, I'm just raised out. I'd a red, I'm just raised one time rain, about a week or more. I never saw such mud before. Ran my neck like little grease pigs. Sewed on heads and dance jig. Out of red, I'm just crazy about out of red, out of red, out of red. I'm just crazy about out of red. My missus said to me when she died, she said the free got sold, red got bought, took an ocean, I died all out of red, I'm just crazy about out of red, out of red, out of red, I'm just crazy about out of red. That was too fast.
Just a little ways from here, there's a big old hollow tree where you lay down $1 Then you go round the bend, then you come back again with a jug of that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it a few. I'll hustle my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. My Uncle Mort, he's caught off on shore and he stands for 4'2". But he thinks he's a giant if you give him a pint of that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and then that refuse it a few. I'll hustle my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. The preacher rode by with his head hoisted high, saying his wife had come down with the flu. And he thought that I ought to get him a quart of that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and then that refuse it a few. I'll hustle my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Let's hear it again. My Auntie June's got a brand new perfume and it has such a sweet smelling tune. It makes you so high, birds fall from the sky. It's that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and then that refuse it a few. I'll hustle my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Yes, I'll hustle my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. We're going to do every Willie Nelson song that we know today.
All one of them.
This one is an old one called Maiden's Prayer. Talk about something because I got
Okay. I'll tell my favorite joke. You may have heard this before. It's not the one you're thinking. If you want to hear a really good joke, come see me afterwards.
Don't tell that one.
It's for certain ears only. Okay. So, on the way here, Joe and Julie stopped at a flea market. And I ran into them over there, and it was like Crazy Days, but it was just down the road here. They were having their own Crazy Day special. And on this table, it was full of, believe it or not, brains. So, of course, it wasn't too hot today, so it wasn't too bad. But they're kind of glistening in the sun there, and moist and kind of, preserved looking, I guess. And there was this gal standing behind the table, and there was a kind of dividing line, and there was some brains on one side and some brains on the other of this division line. And one side said men's brains, the other said women's brains. So the men's brains were like, I don't know, even on a Crazy Day special, they were like, I don't know, $350.
At least.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
I think they were like $350. And the women's brains were only $25.
Obvious.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, if I'm shopping for a brain,
I mean, it seems obvious.
You want the good stuff. You know?
yeah. But I says to the gal behind the table, I said, hey, what's the deal here? I said, how come the men's brains are $350 and so expensive, and the women's brains are only $25? I'm just curious. And she said, well, the women's brains are used.
I don't get it.
Me neither.
I don't get it.
Twilight falls, evening shadows find there 'neath the stars a maiden so fair divine. Lonely there she kneels until the stars above in her arms he belongs. Her prayer is a song of undying love. Every word reveals an empty, broken heart, broken by fate that held them so far apart. Stars on high seem to see her there. In her heart there's a song that's where he belongs, a song of undying love. This is the other Gucci
This is the other Coochie Clay song. You'll recognize two of the words in there. Coochie Clay is holding me tight. The roots going deep as the darkness and night. Love this land, though it's hard to explain why I would stay and struggle for no gain. Father's bones laid leaving this ground where he made a life in this little town. Soil's not rich, just rocks and roots, but he worked it hard in his gold-worn leather boots. Every night when I kneel to pray, thank the Lord for the Coochie Clay. It gives me life and a place to stay. Oh, I love that 7 children and a loving wife tried to make us a real good life. Sunday service, voices raised, thanks the Lord, the good Lord we would praise. The ground goes hard when the sun is high, turns slick with rain when the clouds roll by. Farmer's work ain't ever done in the Couchiching play under our great God's bright sun. Every night when I kneel to pray, thank the Lord for the Couchiching play. Gives me life and a place to stay. Oh, I love that Couchiching play. Thankful for the life we made, the strength we gained in the Couchiching play. It might have been hard, but it gave us hay, and it might be cold, but here we'll always stay. Every night when I kneel to pray, thank the Lord for the Couchiching play. Gives me strength and a place to stay. Oh, I love that Couchiching play. Couchiching play. Couchiching play. Thank you. So there's a couple of sisters, and I'm not going to name any names, but they were sitting around and they were having a glass of wine on the deck of the older sister's house, and the moon was out. And the younger sister said to the older sister, what do you think is further away, the moon or Florida? And the older sister said, duh. Can you see Florida? Oh. They're really bad. They're really bad.
Keep those for your kindergartners.
So what are we doing here? Here's a song that Judith wrote. You know, for years he's tried to write a love song, but he's never been inspired, I guess. You know, wonder who you can blame for that. But so this one here was supposed to be a love song, I thought, for me. But it turned out to a breakup song. But it's so good that we kept it anyway in the lineup. So this one here now, so you could sit here and you should start thinking about what rhymes with oyster. Because there'll be a rhyme in here. So this one is called Seafood and Tears.
I stood you up on a pedestal, gave you my love, no words could tell, but you broke my heart, tore it all apart. I cherished you, you had a different view, so now we're through. Now the world is an oyster, so go ahead and hoist her upon that pedestal, so shiny and so new. Yes, the world is your oyster, and there ain't nothing moister than an oyster, and these tears I shed for you. Over the years, our love was true. Some ups and downs, well, we had a few. Then you came along, a brand new love song. You left me high and dry, to sit and cry. Oh, why, oh, why? Now the world is your oyster, so go ahead and hoist her upon that pedestal, so shiny and so new. Yes, the world is your oyster, and there ain't nothing moister than an oyster, and these tears I shed for you. Now the world is your oyster, so go ahead and hoist her upon that pedestal, so shiny and so new. Yes, the world is your oyster, and there ain't nothing moister than an oyster, and these tears I shed for you. There's nothing moister than an oyster, and these tears I shed for you.
Well, let's do the journey. So here's the song that Judith wrote for Holger when he turned 20 years old. And he was in Tennessee, and we didn't want to send a package down there because of like $60 to send something down there. And so we had a lot of fun, the three, Judy, Christina, and me. She wrote the song, and then we recorded it. And there might have been liquids involved. So it was fun. We put it on YouTube, and then we sent it to Holger. He still likes it.
The outtakes were the best.
The outtakes was the most fun part, yeah.
In a lifetime lived, you're only young for just a minute. Grab that old world by the tail and spin it. Swing that old world around. You're headed anywhere. You're only just a child for a minute. Race for second place and you're in it, now you're running. Hit the ground, playing the game of life and winning it. Go for broke, but then don't ever quit. Throw the dice, dance with life in the eye, yeah, swinging it. Songs of faith and love, you're singing it. Play and sing and laugh out loud. It's a journey, not the destination bound. You're only young and free for a minute, living the dream and you're just killing it. No bad luck to be found. Thank the Lord you're not 6 feet underground. In a lifetime you're only young for a minute, so grab that old world by the tail and spin it. Swing that old world around. You're headed anywhere you want to be found. Playing the game of life and winning it. Go for broke and then don't ever quit. Throw the dice, dance with life in the eye, yeah, swinging it. Songs of faith and love, you're singing it. Play and sing, laugh out loud. It's a journey, not the destination bound. Playing the game of life and winning it. Go for broke and then don't ever quit. Throw the dice, dance of life in the eye, yeah, swinging it. Songs of faith and love, you're singing it. Play and sing, laugh out loud. It's a journey, not the destination bound. It's a journey, not the destination bound.
Thank you. You'll notice Joe and me haven't shaved for a little while. We went over to the barber over in Roseau, and we were gonna shave, or we were gonna get a shave. You know, at the barber, they got a real barber shop where they do haircuts and shaves.
Barber.
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 Barber. That's what I said. Maybe. So anyway, we were over there, and we were sitting in the. Joe was going first, and he's sitting in the chair, and the barber gave him this big marble, this little glass stone, and he says, "Put that in your cheek." And then it's going to be really smooth. So Joe put it in his teeth in there, or cheek. Put it in the cheek, and he has this knife, and he goes, and he takes all it. It's just smooth. Takes it off, and then he put it in the other cheek, and smooth, you know. And then And Joe looked really good after he shaved there. And then he said to the barber, now, what would have happened if I had swallowed that? And he said, oh, just bring it back the next day like everybody else. That's why I didn't go.
Haven't been back.
We haven't been back since. Okay. Here's another one Judith wrote. This one here is, I think, written in the same place as the story of your life, because you walked out the driveway, but this time, instead of looking at the fields, you looked at the river. So this is called This River Runs Wild. Maybe it's a metaphor for life.
It's about the rainy river that runs past my house, okay? I got in my boat one morning, pushed ashore, headed down the stream. Tossed by the wind and the whitecaps, no one for miles could I see. If I set adrift and kept floating, in 10 weeks I'd reach Hudson Bay. That started me to thinking where all this water has been. Is this a river of pain from tears that fall down, or a river of doubt where we all go to drown? Some rivers run dry, never reaching the sea. This river runs wild, this river runs free. Cold water springs from the swampland, and cold water falls from the sky. This water that flows where it's been, no one knows, except for the eagles that fly. The current grows swift by the rapids, rough waters hide dangers unseen. In dry years, rocks reveal where an old paddle wheel fell down like the crown from a queen. Is this the river of pain from tears that fall down, or a river of doubt where we all go to drown? Some rivers run dry, never reaching the sea. This river runs wild, this river runs free. This water runs by ancient mountains with bonsai, and the soul sing a tune to the gold crescent moon, and the lights of the stars carousel around Mars, shine back as the sun on these waters that run. I got in my boat one morning, pushed ashore, I headed downstream. As the sun hit my face and the boat gently rocked, I closed my eyes and I started to dream. Is this a river of pain from tears that fall down, or a river of doubt where we all go to drown? Some rivers run dry, never reaching the sea. This river runs wild, this river runs free.
Okay, let's do a little lysogyne.
Jane. Everything gonna be alright, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Hey, pretty baby, let's go downtown, little Liza Jane. Gone tired of hanging around, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Going down to the record shop, little Liza Jane. Getting there at 8 o'clock, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. Ooh, little Liza Jane. A Minnesota hot dish. Kitchen's in a big mess. Throw me that dish rag. Better get a trash bag. I need a salad for the potluck and a crock pot full of Minnesota hot dish. Hamburger, top brown butter by the half pound. Till it's done by the sound. Grease it up and swallow down. Tater tots, sour cream. Don't forget the green beans. Big pot, start to steam. Top it off with saltines. Minnesota hot dish. Stewed tomatoes, onions, soak it up with cracker crumbs. Wild rice, bacon, fried, bake it till it's petrified. Canned spam, celery, corn, and macaroni. Looks a little watery, but it needs a recipe for Minnesota hot dish. Minnesota hot dish. Kitchen's in a big mess. Throw me that dish rag. Better get a trash bag. I need a salad for the potluck and a crock pot full of Minnesota hot dish. Wire whips, mushroom soup until it drips. Canned peas, shredded cheese, add some chicken, other season. Noodles, drained peppers, dice half a pound potatoes, stir it up, eat it twice. Leftovers are always nice. A Minnesota hot dish. Minnesota hot dish. Kitchen's in a big mess. Throw me that dish rag. You better get a trash bag. I need a salad for the potluck and a crock pot full of Minnesota hot dish. I need a salad for the potluck and a crock pot full of Minnesota hot dish. 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 Probably practice that so we do it the same.
We never do it the same way twice.
What else do you want? It's like hot dish. Why follow a recipe? Why do it the same? It's
Why do it the same? Why?
This one Judith wrote when we were at a bluegrass festival somewhere, and she got sick and tired of listening to bluegrass music. She went down and locked herself in the car on the hill out in Duluth and looked down the hill. Maybe. I don't know. I'm making it up, but.
My mind is wide, thoughts are blank. I told the wife out in the tank I'm blind. Ooh, nothing new, my life's old. And I'm proud, I'm proud, it's true. Who's to say how life turns out anyway? Parked on a hill, pointed down, brakes give out, I crash the town, I'm spinning. Ooh, stumbling around in the dark, black is black, I miss the mark, I'm wasted. Who's to say how life turns out anyway? Misery loves company. Break the spell, come swing with me, let's dance. Ooh, all in all, it's in God's hands. Believe in faith, take a stand, just smile. Ooh, who's to say how life turns out anyway?
We're going to end on some bluegrass songs here, I think. I don't know what time. We're just about supposed to be done, I think. But we need to get Darcy a bunch of extra material to cut out. Half an hour, cut it down to half an hour. So Sophia, some of you know Sophia, she just got married about in June, and then we had the party on the 4th of July, and it was awesome and fantastic, and we had a lot of fun. Some people had a little too much fun. Oh, that was me, not you guys, I guess, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So this was a song we made him dance to this song. So it's a bluegrass wedding song. I don't know.
I don't need a lot of money or a mansion to behold, and don't want a ship that sails the ocean blue. I won't look for hidden treasure. I found love that's true. Don't want money, ships, or mansions now, 'cause all I want is you. I got a diamond ring that sparkles and a golden band that shines. Let me place them on your finger. Say you'll change your name tonight. I found the greatest treasure. I found the love that's true. Don't want money, ships, or mansions now, 'cause all I want is you. a finger, say you'll change your name to mine. I found the greatest treasure. I found the love that's true. Don't want money, ships, or mansions now, 'cause all I want is you. Don't want money, ships, or mansions now, 'cause all I want is you.
G, the people's key. It's cloudy in the east and it sure looks like rain. Sure looks like rain, boy, sure looks like rain. It's cloudy in the east and it sure looks like rain. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money, bought a $2 bill. $2 bill, boy, $2 bill. Lost all my money, bought a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Smoke's a rising and it surely is a train. Surely is a train, boy, surely is a train. Black smoke's a rising and it surely is a train. I'm on my long journey. Lost all my money, bought a $2 bill. $2 bill, boy, $2 bill. Lost all my money, bought a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. It's dark and rainy and I want to go home. Want to go home, boys, want to go home. It's dark and rainy and I want to go home. I'm on my long journey. Lost all my money, bought a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money, bought a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. I'm homesick and lonesome and I'm feeling kindly blue. Feeling kindly blue, boys, feeling kindly blue. Homesick and lonesome and I'm feeling kindly blue. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money, bought a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money, bought a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Yes, I'm on my long journey home. Thank you. Gotta have a train song.
Jesus, take these sins off of me. I don't want them anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Jesus put my doubts in the ground. I don't want them anymore. I know your love for me abound. Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Ooh.
Oh, Grandpa wore his suit to dinner nearly every day. No particular reason, he just dressed that way. Brown necktie and a matching vest, both his wingtip shoes. Built a closet on our back porch, put a pin in a burned out fuse. Grandpa was a carpenter, built houses, doors and banks. Chain smoked camels, cigarettes, hammered nails and planks. He was level on the level, shaped even every door. Voted Vice and Howard, 'cause Lincoln won the war. Oh, he used to sing me blood on the saddle, rock me on his knee, let me listen to the radio before he got TV. Drive to church on Sunday, and he'll take me with him too. Stained glass in every window, hang in every pew. Grandpa was a carpenter, built houses, doors and panes. Chain smoked cameras, cigarettes, hammered nails and planks. He was level on the level, shaped even every door. Voted Vice and Howard, 'cause Lincoln won the war. Oh, my grandma was a teacher. She went to school in Bowling Green, traded in that milking cow for a singer-sewing machine. She called her husband Mister, and some chocolate wall and clown. She used to buy me comic books after Grandpa died. Grandpa was a carpenter, he built houses, doors and frames. Chain smoked camels, cigarettes, hammered nails and planks. He was level on the level, shaped even every door. Voted Vice and Howard, 'cause Lincoln won. It just ends. There's one more Judith wrote that I was trying to not do. It's called 3 hours north or anywhere. Because we're 3 hours north or anywhere. This is where we want to be, though. That line's in the song. I should have written this song.
I don't need a lot of hustling. I don't need a lot of hustling jazz. Don't need anything to my class. Don't need any rats. Don't need no race, no stoplights. Only open space. The 3 hours is north of anywhere. Where is anywhere? Anyway, here is the only anywhere where I wanna be. The only sidewalk is gravel and clay. My city lights are the Milky Way. No busy streets, hey, but that's okay. I don't need a lot of stuff anyway. 3 hours is north of anywhere. Where is anywhere? Anyway, here is the only anywhere where I wanna be. Miles and miles and miles of driving. Trees and trees are all I see. Some will say that it ain't heaven, but the nearer it is to nowhere, the more it's the place I wanna be. 3 hours north of anywhere. Where is anywhere? Anyway, here is the only anywhere where I wanna be. Miles and miles and miles of driving. Trees and trees are all I see. Some will say that it ain't heaven, but the nearer it is to nowhere, the more it's the place I wanna be. 3 hours north of anywhere. Where is anywhere? Anyway, here is the only anywhere where I wanna be. 3 hours north of anywhere. Where is anywhere? Anyway, here is the only anywhere where I wanna be. Now we're done.
Thank you. Thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate that very much. It's much more fun with people here.